Hey everybody, if you are watching this, then you probably came here because you want to familiarize yourself with the world of Monster Hunter. Well, today I'm going to show you a little bit about the basics of getting prepared for a quest and other such things that you should learn about the village. So welcome to JuJu's Guide to the Basics of Monster Hunter. I'm going to be using footage from Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for this, but all the things that I'm talking about pretty much apply to like every single Monster Hunter in the franchise. So, just take what I've said here and then apply it to whatever game you're playing. Whether it be Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Freedom Unite, or whatever. Alright, let's get started. First, let's talk about the village. In Monster Hunter, there are two places to accept quests from: the Guild Hall, and whatever village you are in at the time. In a village, you can go to your house in order to change weapons and armor, change the stats of your helpers, purchase items, armor, and weapons, and other such things, eat to boost your stats, and gather materials from specific people. In Monster Hunter 3, you can trade with the Argosy Captain in order to get harder to find or make items. In Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, you can talk to the little Wyverian dude sitting on a bunch of junk. You can also have him farm resources for you, like shrooms and honey. You can even buy monster parts from monsters that don't even appear in Monster Hunter 4. The more you do village quests, the more things are unlocked for the workers in the village. Speaking of village quests, in order to go on some, you must speak to the lady wearing Hunter Guild clothes. She has lots of missions to go on, and the more you do, the more you unlock. Village quests are offline single player only, so the only help you get is from your palicos, or shakalakas in Monster Hunter 3. The difficulty, however, of the quests is significantly easier than going on guild quests. Going on village quests progresses the story and gives you access to things like better items that can be found in the village store, better food ingredients for the cook so you can get better buffs, and it will even cook well-done steaks for you. You will even run into more palicos to team up with your ace palico, each one having a different type, like bomber, fighter, or healer. The more you bring them on quests, the stronger they get. You can toggle which palicos come with you on the poster board in your house. Now it's time to talk about being prepared for the hunt. Preparation is everything in this game. Thus, learning what to bring on a quest is essential to a smooth and problem-free hunt. I myself always carry both 10 normal potions and 10 mega potions in order to ensure that I am covered when it comes to healing. I, however, use the first aid meds provided in the blue box during a quest first, just so that I don't clear out my own inventory and have to buy a bunch more. Provided you don't have any skills to help track monsters and you don't know where they tend to spawn or go at certain times, I'd suggest bringing a few paintballs. You can and should always know where the monster is by marking it. A painted monster can also be seen on the map as painted by fellow hunters in multiplayer. If you are a blade master, it would be a good idea to bring whetstones so that you can keep your weapon from becoming dull. The more you use your weapon to strike or even block with the blade, the less sharp the weapon gets. Sharpening one's weapon makes it less likely to bounce off monsters' hides, which still does a bit of damage but leaves you wide open to attack as your character tries to maintain their balance. There are different levels of sharpness, but that will be covered in a different video. Another important thing to bring on quests is raw meat and a barbecue spit. If you run out of rations, you'll be shit out of luck for keeping your stamina up, so you may want to bring meat to cook. It's either rare or well-done steaks that you can eat to keep your total stamina from decreasing.
So tasty!
I personally always have both tranq bombs and traps on hand just in case I run out of health items and don't want to risk prolonging the quest, or if I would rather have a higher chance in receiving rare things in the quest's rewards screen. There's plenty more to consider carrying with you, but that is up for you to decide. Don't forget to know your combos, so that you can bring the right things with you on the quest to combine into the things you need should you run out. For a gunner, combining items is crucial. but we will not be talking about weapons this time around. The last thing we'll cover in this basics guide is to always know what you're in for when it comes to a quest. While selecting a quest to take, toggle through the information in order to see the clearly defined rules of the quest, such as the time allotted, what you will be hunting or capturing, and how many of them will be around, the location, and what small monsters will be around, and also what the climate is like. When stable, the area will only have the boss monster you came for, but when unstable, there's a chance that another boss monster will appear, and it could be a completely different one. So far exclusive to Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, the quest will also let you know if the monster will have Frenzy. Progress through the village quests to learn more about Frenzy. When you finally select your quest, it is important to understand where you will be fighting the monster and what its weaknesses are. It is recommended that you bring a weapon that can exploit a monster's weakness, but if said weapon is not good enough to do much damage, it is always better to bring a weapon that will do much more raw damage than anything. That's damage that has nothing to do with elemental or status effects. In order to learn more about the areas and monsters' weaknesses, I suggest visiting the Monster Hunter Wiki. They have plenty of info on everything in the game, including what certain monsters drop, what can be carved from them, and the percent chance that items will drop, be carved from, or received in the reward screen. We've only briefly touched upon the workings of Monster Hunter. Tune in next time for information on the actual hunt and weapon types.
Delicious!